Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City, looking at the marble sarcophagus with the myth of Selene and Endymion.
It's truly a wonderful marble sarcophagus.
Yes, wonderful. The word sarcophagus means flesh-eater in Greek. A sarcophagus is a coffin for burials that was used throughout the Roman Empire beginning in the 2nd century. They were made of stone, wood, and lead.
However, the more expensive sarcophagi were made of marble. Prior to the 2nd century, burial in sarcophagi was not a common Roman practice, opting usually for cremation.
Yes, cremation.
Sarcophagi were used for centuries by the Etruscans and the Greeks. Then Romans eventually adopted the sarcophagi.
This sarcophagus was actually found off the coast of Italy, west of Rome, in Ostia, in the year 1825.
This beautiful piece was created in the Roman Severan period, a Roman imperial dynasty which ruled the Roman Empire between the year 193 and 235 AD.
This mighty sarcophagus is on view in Gallery 162 in the Met, located in the Greek and Roman art section. This beauty stands at 28.5 inches in height.
That's a little over 2 feet! Notice the crowded composition and the lack of space. This is a good representation of horror vacui. Horror vacui is defined as the absence or fear of emptiness in the artistic composition or piece.
This delicious slice of history is inscribed in the center of the lid. This informs us that this sarcophagus was dedicated to a woman named Arya, who lived 50 years
Half a century.
and 10 months by her daughter Nina Hilaria, whose portrait is carved just to the right of the inscription.
We can assume from the regal material of this majestic sarcophagus that perhaps Arya was a member of a wealthy Roman family.
The myth on the front of this sarcophagus is Selene and Endymion. Selene, the moon goddess, descends from her chariot to visit her beloved, the shepherd Endymion, who appears just to the right.
Endymion, in the myth, was considered the most beautiful man. He was granted eternal youth and eternal slumber. A female figure stands over Endymion, pouring out the enchanted potion of immortality, and is holding bundles of poppy flowers that maintained his eternal sleep.
Yes, sleep. This myth could be on Arya's sarcophagus for a couple of reasons. One being, perhaps it held sentimental importance or value to her.
Another one could be perhaps the family felt the story was personally fitting for Arya and honored her life.
Yes, after all, we don't actually know Arya or her family.
We don't.
So as art historians, we can only infer.
But yes, let's return to the rest of the sarcophagus.
Yes. On the left side of the sarcophagus, Helios, the sun god, is seen rising up.
While on the right, we see Selene again, but she's descending.
Oh.
Both these figures are depicting riding in chariots.
The back of this sarcophagus features a bucolic scene depicting herdsmen guiding, grazing horses and bulls. It's a wonder how this piece stayed so perfectly intact. Its condition is truly amazing.
Overall, this sarcophagus displays a juxtaposition between the eternal youth depicted in the myth and the moral purpose of the sarcophagi.